you and Jagruti ma'am both, since both of you are working with the government colleges, fine. And so what Mihir sir rightly said, that there's three questions: why, what, and how. So he has really very beautifully he has explained. How do you look at these three questions? So do you really think that this orientation kind of thing will work with the students?
Actually, we do try formally and informally to orient students. First, as all of us feel and know, that students actually they are not interested in learning language, because as we have rightly realized that they do feel that this is not our technical subject and it is going to be there only for one semester. So fine, we would be doing that. For that, as a part of Remedy, we have started with remedial classes also. GTU has taken initiative through bridge course, but more or less we are going to teach them grammar and basic parts of the English language.
Yes.
But what I feel and what I have seen my students, they are, even if learning that, they are not able to communicate their issues, communicate their ideas, even if they are very good with their ideas. So I feel that as it is mentioned quite for a few times now, that curriculum should include at the intervals regular English teaching, but the teaching should be in such a way that it should connect them with their engineering subjects. Like maybe in higher semesters we can go by their engineering subject, including creating some link with communication, and then they might realize that what is an importance of language in their own subject, so that they might be aware about the importance and proper use of a language that they are learning.
I think we are already discussing, we have been discussing this why question. I would like to come to the other questions, but before I would like to request Jagruti ma'am to throw some light on this.
Well, I would
issue.
like to agree, as well as would like to add that we are talking about student orientation, but the ship can be navigated only when the sailors are themselves strong.
Yes.
So I would like to add a point that FDP for teachers means the faculties who are teaching communication skills with the help of language, or they are teaching language with the help of communication skills. This is something to be taught even to the faculties who are taking classes in various colleges. First thing. Second thing is, I would agree with Pooja madam as well as Mihir sir that there is a continuous learning of language is required, and for that reason there should be, instead of one lecture in class, right, a simple lecture method, there should be more than 1 hour, but in a continuous way, so that students can have rapport with the teachers, as well as students can learn in a group if they wish to have the activity based learning.
Okay. Thank you. Mihir sir, we have been discussing problems, and there is much of should be kind of thing is there. I would like to ask you one question from my side, particularly as a teacher also, that I also feel, but I would like you to throw some more light on that, that the problems which we have listed since the beginning of this panel discussions, do you really think that these are the problems which we or the students are facing? No.
See, when we talk of language acquisition, what you need, as I did mention in the opening remark also, that we need an environment. An environment can never be created by couple of say faculties which are CS, and that too the contact hour is very limited. Now when you see the due importance given to a subject, you will find the IITs and IIM, the same IITs and IIM giving master degree and doctorate degree in say specialization English courses, which is unthinkable now in engineering colleges. Why? Because in engineering colleges it is again a kind of a myth or a misnomer that it's absolutely okay for you to be technically sound and it's okay if you are dull. Here I would like to draw your attention that in the Harvard University in 2012 they had kind of a survey wherein they surveyed their previous 10 batches of the highly successful say technical pass out students of there, and they came up with this survey wherein they mentioned, and they asked very fundamental question, that why or what say credit do you give to your success, to your domain knowledge. Say for example, I am from civil engineering, then my domain knowledge is civil engineering, and to soft skills. or the kinds of communication skill, life skills. So where do you give the weightage? And surprisingly, the result came that only 12% of their success credit goes to their domain knowledge. Domain knowledge is important, but not more than 12. And they gave the emphasis to the communication skill, the life skill, their soft skills. Because of these skills, they said that they could get success what they have.
So means
Now-
humanities has a role to play.
And it is now being proven, it has been emphasized time and again that you have to take care of this, or else with the best of the technical knowledge you will not be in position to communicate. And ultimately, if it is not communicated and you have fairly good knowledge, then it will be like, you know, saying that operation was successful but the patient died,
Yes.
which is a loss in itself.
Yes.
And it is actually so that English is always, or in that sense, any other language can never be in isolation. It is always interdisciplinary kind of thing because it includes so many other aspects of your life, as you said, that soft skills and other technical knowledge. Students would be definitely, of any stream, would be definitely be more effective and properly communicating things if he or she is well versed with the ideas, well versed with the language and grammar of any type. Then I think it would be of a more help, what you rightly pointed out, sir.
One more point that that constantly comes to my mind, and I would like all of you to give your ample opinion on that. That time and again I have heard faculty saying that students are not interested in English, correct? And then ultimately when they reach on their last semesters and when the interviews are there, companies are coming for their interviews, and then they suddenly realize that, oh, English was really important. And then I have seen students running for the spoken English, local spoken English classes. So means how, as a teacher, we should look at this particular issues, and what can be the possible remedies to orient the students with this particular kind of thing, that instead of running towards the means outsiders, what can we do in college itself, on campus? As sir rightly said that fine, orientation is one kind of scope, but still students, as Dhwani ma'am also rightly said, that students are taking English just as a subject. They are not taking it means the practical orientation. You know, I hope what do I mean, you understand that. So I would like you to, and yes, one more thing, that since both of you are working with the Marwadi, so we would like to know that what practices you have adopted, or whether you have implemented on the students. So I think it would be helpful to the viewers.
I would like to say, first of all, it is a myth that students are not interested in learning a language. They are very much interested, but most of the time the problem faced by the student is they come from a vernacular background, and that is why initially they find a problem, so they hesitate to speak, and that's why somehow the impression is created that they are not interested in learning. But if enough of motivation in a right direction is provided, they do want to learn, and they learn. So orientation is required, as we said. Now, how to orient them? I would say that syllabus has a boundary; it is limited, but always teacher has to put in extra efforts.
Yeah.
We have to go beyond. So we have to first understand that learning does not just takes place in a classroom. We have to take our classroom outside also. When we talk about learning, as Dhwani ma'am also said, that it is an era of interdisciplinarity. Language cannot be learned in isolation. So if ambience is created, environment is created, learner learns language automatically. We are just facilitators. We just facilitate them to learn a language. So the thing is that what we are trying to do is we are trying to create an environment where they can learn a language.
Okay. Now, Jagruti ma'am, here the word environment is there. Fine. Again, I would like you to means how do you look at this word?
I would like to say that mountain cannot come to Mulla. Mulla has to go to mountain.
Okay.
So it is student who has to create that environment. They have to take interest. They have to be in the company, or say for example when you ask for the best practices. So one thing that that have been done and that should be done in institution is there should be something called English club,
Okay.
where the teachers would not enter in that club but let the students play. They interact with those students who are good with language, so that there is a like-mindedness will help them to be creative at their own level. Say for example, sometimes it happens that students are afraid of teachers, and that is why they do not share the problems, or they are sometimes hesitant to ask what is the meaning of this word or how this is to be said. But they will learn this thing if this is something called English club, and if they have interactions among themselves. Second thing is, as I mentioned about activity based learning, teachers, it's up to teacher how to make your subject interesting. So I would say that audio video activities, 1 minute games for vocabulary, everything will make your teaching very interesting, which will gradually lead the students
Yes.
towards
True.
creating the interest in the subject. And it will, the very first and foremost thing is to start building confidence in student, and then they will start believing in themselves. Okay, this is not an alien language, and I can participate, and from the base it should be taken in this way.
So
I
this,
think
this English club and activity based means this all the actions that you are talking about.
Yes.
So it will take, as Pooja ma'am rightly said, that only syllabus will not work.
yes,
So
teacher has to go,
add some extra
teacher has
efforts.
to go beyond the class, as real study begins outside the class.
Dhwani ma'am, you must have heard many a times that whenever we talk of such activities in colleges, many things stop us to do. Like this, English club is being talked about,
Yeah.
then movie club is being talked about. No doubt, students will learn a lot. How do you look at this issue?
See, as syllabus, teachers and students have their limitations. Even, yes, we do confess that authorities and system has few drawbacks, but at the same time, a teacher or a student as a group, as a team, should keep going on, because at times creativity, new practices, best practices do die just as a plan or just as a good idea, which would be appreciated by the authorities, your colleagues, your students even, and you would yourself feel that, oh, I could think of something best. But because of the weight that you are doing for the authority or the sanction or the funds, that should not kill your creativity or the motivation for doing good to your students. As Jagruti ma'am rightly said, at the root level or the basic level, we should make our students feel comfortable that yes, I can do it. We are, as a teacher, because we know a bit better than them or slightly higher than them, we might be very impatient if they commit mistake or they are not learning once or twice or thrice.
Yes.
So we don't have time actually. We said that I would have to go some other place. I am supposed to do admin job.
Many barriers,
So what?
problems will stop
Yes.
you.
So
Okay.
at times, maybe in a week, a teacher can have more contact hours or extended contact hours with the students. Also, I would say that we have assessment system with the projects,
Yes.
then their presentations, then their viva and written exam.
Yes.
So more focus than written exam should be given to their writing and speaking skills. So even listening. So the projects or the activities that we are saying, we keep on announcing that it should be active based learning. But how would a student participate in the activity if you don't give them options? So I would say that the projects or the activities that we are giving them for the assessment
Yes.
should be more of a creative type and of their interest, so that they can come up with good ideas, because students are really of that caliber that they do take interest and they present something wow. And such projects and activities will help them increasing their search, increasing their interest, and they would come with so good things that they can be projected as good models or good ideas.
Okay. Fine. Now,
I just would like to draw
Please.
your attention to the topic. What we are discussing is problems and remedies of teaching English and technical education. And what I feel is here lies the problem. What's the problem is that technical education has a specific requirement. It has a specific need.
Correct.
And somehow, somewhere it is missing. that what is the specific need of technical education, teaching of English in technical education. If that is identified correctly and accordingly it is imparted, then the problem means it will be solved. What I feel is
Identify in the sense that students should identify or faculties should identify.
Yes, I think to blame something on or to blame or to give cause to students would be, I think, injustice to students, because they are receivers.
Yes.
They will receive what is given to them as an environment, as an individual. So when we are talking about that, if student is developed, it is because of him. I think it is a half truth. There is something called identifying a specific purpose, as we were rightly Pooja ma'am said, that English for specific purpose. You cannot and should not teach the same way English to doctor the same way you teach to an engineer, because they are going to use their language differently. So there has to be a specific requirement. Even before that, I believe that next to your orientation program, what you need to do is there is something called need analysis. There is a major problem that we face is because of kind of variety of students we have in the same class, right? And what we are offering is one size fits all,
Yes.
which obviously not going to work when you are talking about let's say giving same test to an elephant, to a fish and to a sparrow. So that is injustice to all three of them.
Yes.
So when we are talking about need analysis, I think right after the orientation, if you can spend some quality time with your students and you can identify the levels, which is easily available, and I'm sure we are going to talk in next session something called European framework and the need-based analysis, wherein you can level them. That okay, that student belongs to which level. So there are ways like diagnostic tests can be organized. Because of this diagnostic test, you will come to know that okay, out of 60 students, only these many students need the basic say fundamental grammar and composition kinds of exercise. Rest of them are having comparatively better exposure to language, so they should be given higher activity. So when we are planning the activities for our students, then we need to check the level also, because the activity that would work very well with one group may fail with the other. The difference would be basically because of the difference of level, one. Second, it would be also because of their interest. The storytelling, for example, may work very well with one group, mostly with the say girl students in our class, which may not work with the boys, right? So there you need to come up with the choice of it in horizontal and vertical both ways.
Correct.
Vertical in terms of what level he or she belongs, right? And accordingly you group them, right? And there I think you are talking about the monetary and the permission kind of a limitation when you go out of the class. But within the class you are the king or the queen. And if so, why don't you utilize your class that okay, for these kinds of activity, this is for level 1, this is for level 2.
Yeah, actually I would like to add that in one of my writing skills classes, I had tried to give them few points